Thank you very much. I'm more fortunate than most people. I have already lived, and I'm old enough and secure enough not to get angry because people don't like what I'm going to say. At least a month before the march, I was one of the first people to say that the march was a ceremonial waste of time and a Farrakhan con game. I said it because I know Farrakhan and I know other con games that he's played. My remarks will be centered around Farrakhan, a faker, Malana Karenga, another faker, and the word atonement. I don't have to defend my political relationships because I have been a political left radical for most of my life, and I have been a severe critic of the left for most of my life, and for which I have no apologies. Now, the Million Man March was an achievement. An achievement for who and for what? Anytime you gather that many people together and the speeches last 4 and 5 hours, and you do not bring Africa in focus, in relationship to the African people of the world, you are out of order. You might as well talk about a child without talking about its mother and its father. Now, let's look at the intent of Farrakhan, and let's look at a serious disease in our community that plagues Farrakhan as well as others, and that is ego starvation. We are lacking in a special kind of stoking that makes us secure. Let's look at the fact that Malcolm X was the tutor of Farrakhan, and he turned on Malcolm X and said that Malcolm X was a traitor to the nation, and the nation had a right to punish him. Now, can you trust in leadership people who would turn on a friend? I have said many times, if Farrakhan would sell one of his stretch limousines, he could send a black student through medical school. You have gathered to aggrandize a faker who is not accountable to you for anything. He has not accounted to you for the $5 million he got from Libya. Libya is part of the fundamentalist Arab clique who wants to Islamize Africa or destroy it. Who congratulated him after the march? Libya and a high politician from Iran. Libya has been instigating to move to the south into the great corridor that is Sudan. If you take the Sudan, that corridor gives you a straight shot into South Africa, and Libya will join the whites to reconquer Africa. They have no compunction about it because they do not think of themselves as an African people, and like all conquerors, they declared war on all forms of African culture. Because Farrakhan belongs to fundamentalist and reactionary Islam, he knows nothing about revolutionary Islam, that is African Islam. In Arab Islam, no woman ever held state power. In African Islam, women not only held state power, but in African Islam, women are the masters of the marketplace. Go to West Africa right now. Most of the concessions are controlled by women. Go to East Africa where you find African Islam. It's man-controlled. Because the Arabs destroyed the matrilineal and installed the patrilineal. Farrakhan has not answered to us. For some things we should have obviously asked some questions about. After the Million Man March, the Caribbean News had a headline hailing the march in the triumph of the West Indian Farrakhan. How did Farrakhan suddenly become a West Indian? He wasn't born there. Why are you emphasizing his West Indianness now? He ain't got no West Indian support. Why did you let Farrakhan get away with saying repeatedly the slave ships stopped in the West Indies and left the strong ones and brought the weaker ones over here, which is a lie, which proves he has no knowledge of how the slave ships, the slave trade operates. Why don't you know enough about your history to know how this trade operated? After the American Yankee Clipper outran the British man of war, and slavery was a New England business, not a Southern business. The Southerners bought their slaves from the New Englanders. After that, American ships went straight to Africa, picked up the slaves, and came straight back to the United States. You cannot separate slaves based on who was brave and who was not brave. The slave revolts in the Caribbean islands were more successful, had nothing to do with bravery. It had to do with an incident in history which neither one of us had anything to do with. The maintenance of culture continuity. Slaves, buyers in the Caribbean bought in large lots and kept the lots together. They thought they could work them better that way, but they forgot they could revolt better that way. In the Caribbean islands, the slave in the house related to the slaves in the field. In the United States, because they bought in small lots and broke them up, the slave in the house had no relationship to the slave in the field, and the slave in the house would betray the slave in the field. This had nothing to do with bravery. It has to do with culture continuity. There are good books on the subject by fine Caribbean writers, especially Edward Williams and C.L.R. James. So what is he talking? Distorting history, and he get away with it because you don't know history. In a speech made right here in New York, Farrakhan bought the story of the curse and said, and I've got it on tape, I got it in video, and I got it on audio, that people with dark skin and woolly hair, a certain kind of nose, was cursed. And that the texture of your hair and the texture of your eyebrows are supposed to be the same. He's saying with his high yellow self that he is pretty and blessed by God. Someone offered him some good, well-prepared black food, and he said he'd rather have a Big Mac with his little stuffy pig-like self. He deserved a Big Mac. In Egypt, he showed absolute contempt for black people. He and his harem and his bodyguard, all on the expense of the organization, were separate on the bus, separate living quarters, ate separate, didn't associate with the rest of us. Got on the bus is going to a place called Memphis, and he asked the bus driver, why must we go to Memphis? What's there to be seen? That proved he is ignorant of African history. Memphis was the world's first metropolis before Giza. They tore down most of Memphis to build some of the other cities. And he asked, what's in Memphis? He goes to one of the sacred temples. Now we who go to Egypt a lot know that certain things we do not do because out of respect. He goes to the Holy of Holies. This is the prayer room of the Pharaoh, the God Pharaoh, the God King or God Pharaoh. This is the prayer room where the Pharaoh, dressed in special clothing, oils himself, even removes all of his pubis hairs so he can be totally sanitized, and sets in praise not only for himself, but praise for the nation. We make a special point of never going inside of these rooms out of respect for these ancient Africans who had great spirituality long before some foreigner baking food found something called religion. Karinga goes in there with his shoes on and with one of the women of his harem pose for a picture, to have his picture taken. Now you're going to follow this man who's shown utter contempt for African people. Follow him where? In Senegal, he got a lot of dandruff because I was elected head of the American group. The Senegalese who know that I was related to the Francophone community more and better than any African in the whole of the Western world, and contributed more to their publications over the years, didn't think it was necessary to consult anyone to elect me head of the group. Karinga is now having a fit about it. When we arrived at the next assignment, he came over to me and said, I did not know the definition of his name. Malana means God. And he resented the fact that I arrived in a car and the rest of it was on a bus. Now, with all the diplomats I knew when they were students in Paris, and with my connection in Dakar, even the beggars know me by first name. You think I can't get a car in Dakar? So it's nothing extraordinary for me to arrive at the assembly in a car. His number one lady, a Mexican, in shorts, very beautiful decorative shorts. But the African don't like women in shorts, period. With her camera taking the pictures of the legislative conference, no permission, and the pictures of all the people attending the conference. We don't know what she's going to do with those pictures. Karinga telling her what pictures to take, make sure she don't miss nobody. Now Karinga has a catalog of everybody who attended that conference, with no permission. His Hussein is a poor rewrite of ancient African text. This man had never accounted to us for this betrayal. He writes a mission statement. Now, if Farrakhan had stood before that audience and just said, I want to call your attention to a 19th century messenger who spoke better than I have ever spoken or maybe ever will, and just read David Walker's appeal and sit down, that would have been enough. For David Walker said more than Farrakhan ever have said or ever will say. Have you called attention to Chancellor Williams' message at the end of his book, The Destruction of Black Civilization, his master plan? That would have been enough. Or Sheikh Anta Diop's message for economic salvation in a little book called Black Africa, The Politics of a Federated State. That would have been enough. We have had great messengers. And we come down now and glorify fakers, women mutilators, liars, people who ridicule us about our color. We make them millionaires, give them stretch limousines, and they spit on us.
That's right.
I'm saying that we have to reward true and honest leadership. I do not believe that any program for African people can afford to leave out Pan-Africanism, African world nationalism, and the values of a traditional African society, because if you search the values of a traditional African society, they had socialism not only before Karl Marx was born, but before Europe was born. And if Karl Marx said this was primitive, Karl Marx was a liar and a mistaken, misguided European. It was not primitive. It worked. It worked because they built societies that had no word for jail because no one had ever gone to one. They built societies that had no social agencies because no one had needed one. In a meeting, 10 or more, 3 or more of African people, if Africa is not brought into proper focus in relationship to the African people of the world, the meeting is out of order. And any meeting that accepts us as a minority is out of order. When you take all of the African people in the Western world, all of the African people in the Pacific, 100 million African people in India, 750 million African people in Africa, we number 1 billion people on the face of this earth. Suppose we decided just to make our underwear. Look at the kind of factories we'd have to open overnight. Just underwear. Then now, let's start to make our shoes. We can employ 2/3 of our people just taking care of each other. All we have to do is to turn to each other. Look in the mirror and find a partner. See who's staring back at you. We can discard the Farrakhan's, the Karingas, other fakers, believe in ourselves. And let us understand that the Baptists alone take in more money than 7 European nations. You haven't asked what happened to this money. We have failed to demand accountability. We have to do this. We can make a revolution, and we can be the leaders of that revolution. And remember, the people must be taken care of. I'm not talking about giving money to loafers who are not working. I'm talking about giving money to people who deserve. That most people would work if you could find it for them. Right. And I'm talking about finding jobs, sustaining each other. Finding jobs making bread for each other, making clothes for each other, repairing each other's homes.
It was a next word from the Almighty One. Him said, "Oh, and sin no more. Come and them say them a do. Someone said them a done go be a prophet. Tell them the son of Abraham. Them say them a do. Someone said them a done go be a prophet. You are going again. The healing of the nation. They know say at the herb. The art of the pain. That is the art of hurt. The art of the art. When they listen to Irene, everybody know Irene. Reggae in the morning, reggae in the evening, reggae at night time on Irene Radio. Reggae in the morning, reggae in the evening, reggae at night time on Irene Radio. Reggae Radio, Irie FM. Yeah, yeah. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous, dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous, I'm dangerous.
To overcome others' armies without fighting is the best of skills. Best of skills. The best of skills.
The art of war.
Dangerous.
Forward. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous, dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Stepping razor, Mutabaruka, Art of War. Listen, Jamaica. Mutabaruka, the stepping razor, and this is the art of war. Way on, yeah. Sing it, representing for my family. The blood of African kings run up in our veins. Here in Jamaica, rebellious offspring. Muta got a warrior spirit inside. From that time, we can't tame. And this a warrior spirit inside. It come for break every shackle and chain. On a Shaka Zulu, Pitney, and Kuma, Pitney, Steppin razor, Pitney, and the art of war every Thursday. Hey, look how many years them whip with. Dash of the whip and one microchip with. We tell them Babylon style of it with. War it out until we get with victory. Hey, and fight my brother and sister. When we are dance, some say we move sinister. I know we're listening. Mutabaruka, chant the culture, chase the vultures away. Manashaka Zulu, Pitney, and Kuma, Pitney, Kunta Kinte, Pitney. It's like Malcolm and Martin and Marcus and Fiery. Tell us you see right there represent for Mutabaruka. The art of war. Sure. Rastas.
Yes, good afternoon, good day. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war, the first program for the new year. We hope that this year will find your table full of vegetables and your basket full of fruits, especially Jamaican fruits and vegetables. Because we know now that more than every time before that we have to start to eat what comes from Jamaica, yeah. More. We can't really stop eat foreign food still, but we have to limit the amount of foreign food that we eat so as to not only keep our farmers in tune, that they can also have them basket full, but that we must be able to keep ourselves healthy. Because health is wealth. You know, no care how much money you have, if you don't have health, you're gone far, far out. Far, far out. Way out. So, we hope that this year people will get more conscious of what they put into them system. Because you know, they're saying that knowing not that your body is a temple of God. So if you know that your body is a temple and you put pure dead animals in it, what going to come out if you use your stomach as a cemetery? Well, death prevail. So we just hope that the people then get more conscious of them structure, because this temple you do have anymore. No matter what you do or say, when this temple gone, everything gone. Everything gone. I'll hear people that talk about what happened to you when you're dead and all these things. Nobody know what happened. You know what happened in this life. And this is the most important time in your life, knowing that you are living. Because you could not be here like others who have gone last year. So since your life has been spared, we have to start respect each other. And in respecting each other, life will treat us good. So, you know, this is the first of the year. Most people there at them yard now. Most people there on some people there on the beach, but most people there at them yard. I eat up what left over from the cake business and drink up what left from the sorrel business. My boy, I sit down here, so I eat what's left from the drink business. But we give thanks. We give thanks to Brian, who sit down here with me and watch the screen, the computer screen to see what is happening. We don't have nothing to do with me and him. We give thanks to all the ones who make it possible for us to be here since. And this is the 25 years of IRFM today. Start a magnificent journey of a radio station that choose to play all Jamaican music. It's magnificent. And out of that 25, we have been here 23. That is before Brian born. Imagine that. We're there before Brian born. I can't believe it. It's a serious thing. So, as we have said, we give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to the energy, give thanks to all the ones them who sit with late in the night and sit with you in the day and plug in them earphone and them ears that them boss can't know what them do. Give thanks to all the boss them who listen to you and go like them no listen, because them no want nobody knows them and listen to Mutabaruka. Give thanks to all the people them all over the world who tune in to it, and when them can't hear it live on the radio Wednesday and Thursday, them go to YouTube. So we continue the journey musically.
on forever. And love, 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 one another.
The time is 13 minutes past 2, and you are in tune to IRFM, and this is the Steppn Razor, the Art of War, first program for the year.
listening to Mutabaruka.
And living ain't easy. I said the world is trouble. You got to believe it. Oh yeah. The whole wide world is trouble. child. The wrath of my father has taken its shape, yeah. Over all evildoers, false prophets, and sorcerers. Whoa, 'cause he's the first and the last, the beginning and the end. He's the Lord God Almighty, all who allow Satan to control him shall feel it. I said all who allow Satan to mislead him shall feel it. Yeah, every day. Whoa, abundantly. Ooh, yeah, shall feel it. Yeah, I said that all who allow Satan, to mislead them shall feel it. All who allow Lucifer.
Yeah, good music until 5:45. You think we are rampant, so no, this is the holiday. And we have to maintain the dynasty of good reggae music. This is the Steppn Razor. Dennis Brown start with. Them say him is the Crown Prince of reggae.
Concrete castle king, won't you give us a helping hand? Concrete castle king, I hope you will understand we're suffering. Yeah, living in your concrete castle on the hill. You don't know what life is like in the ghetto. Living in a 2x4 with no place to walk around. No, while you're in a castle all alone. I say a concrete castle king, won't you give us a helping hand? Concrete castle king, I hope you will understand we're suffering. Yeah, life isn't easy in the ghetto. No, it's hard to keep from getting into trouble. The temptation is great, and you don't have no one to say don't do it. No. Concrete castle king, we don't need your help. Oh, yeah. Many days we stand in the rain and the sun, waiting for the bus that never comes. You pass by in your fancy car, wearing a plastic smile and smoking a big cigar. So concrete castle king, won't you give us?
Yeah, watch out for the concrete castle king.
concrete castle king.
I am the danger, the concrete castle king.
You will understand we're suffering. Oh, yeah, we're suffering.
R.E.F.M. Thought-provoking, always smoking. Lyrics like a
we are continuing the journey. Dennis Brown. Dennis Brown.
Ruka.
Now is my time. It's not your time. Now is my time. Fulfillment time. There'll be no mercy for the merciless. All liars and the thieves must confess when it's their turn to meet the Almighty One. Oh, what a day it is today. Now is my time. Singing revelation time. It's a blessed time. It's Eagle's time. Although children are having children, brothers are fighting brothers, mothers against their own sons, fighting against their religion. This is Rasta time, a blessed time. It's a very good time. It's the right time. Whoa. Now it's Rasta time. Yeah. Now it's my time. Now it's my time. Yeah. I said there'll be no mercy for the merciless. All liars and the thieves must confess when it's their turn to meet the Almighty One. Oh, what a day it is today.
And you know, today the 1st of February is Dennis Brown's birthday. We hear that IRFM will broadcast live from Kingston. Yes, IRFM birthday. Sorry, IRFM birthday too. Well, not the day, but the year. 25 years of IRFM, but Dennis Brown Earthstrong will be celebrated by IRFM right in Kingston there. Orange Street. Yeah, man.
They say it's Rasta time. Oh, yeah, yeah. Say that this is Rasta time. Oh, yeah.
IFM, number one radio station in the whole wide world, and I do
Sitting in an island corner one Sunday evening. Oh, well. Feeling a sniff of sensing for I and I brethren. Yes. Play 2 bars of a melody and my guitar. Oh, well. And it sure so sweet, yes, to me. Then all of a sudden I heard them shout and look out. Yes, me think a soldier man a come, but I can go. Oh well, me think a soldier man a come, but I can go. Yes, the little rose, the split flag and I'm and throat. Oh well, the little rose, the split flag and I'm and throat. I was in heights of reasoning, about Jaja liberty. Then all of a sudden there comes disturbance. When I heard the shout, say look out. Me think a soldier man a come.
So them say them are going to decriminalize ganja. In Jamaica, them are going to decriminalize the ganja, but guess what now? You see them politicians, you are not tricks that them are wait for it near to the election. And then them use the ganja as a ploy to catch some idiot rasta. Who, if them hear something I go for them way, them turn political immediately and go vote for the same immediate party them. We have create the problem in Jamaica. Don't make them fool, you know. We tell you now, from the year start, from last year, we tell them say, save the ganja seed. Because the Jamaican ganja seed going to become like bonds, little more. You can go to NCB and get a loan with the ganja seed. Because Monsanto going to come into Jamaica and give us a different kind of ganja seed, which is not our kind of ganja seed. So, we are telling ganja man them from Westmoreland, Hanover, all them place there. And ganja man even a Kingston too, you know. Hey, we go in a ganja we go in a Garrett's, you know, Rasta. And the one them carry through some zinc and through some zinc. I saw me reach out at the back of the place. Me see some bud look like me lax I couldn't believe so the ganja around there, so man. Me I tell you, so why you look all the man them? All the man them who know say this thing are going to become very, very, very like diamond. I mean, I talk about the foreign diamond, we are talking about local diamond. Because they might look for gold and they might look for oil, but we have the gold and the oil, so, and we are trying to discredit it over the years.
Always smoking. Lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Police in helicopter. I search the marijuana. Policemen in the street. Searching. Yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss. Police in helicopter. I search the marijuana. Policemen in the street. Searching for Cali weed. Soldiers in the field. Burning the Cali weed. But if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. Soldier in the herb field, burning the cane
LFM, number one station in the whole wide world, and I do it.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Police in helicopter. I search for marijuana. Policemen in the street. Searching for Cali weed. Soldiers in the field. Burning the Cali weed. But if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. Soldier in the herb field, burning the Cali weed. Police in helicopter, I search for marijuana. Policemen in the streets, searching for Cali weed. But if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane field. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane field.
Sir John Holt, one of the most revolutionary songs him sing, and one of the most revolutionary songs about herbs making a Jamaica. Believe you me, John Holt.
Police in helicopter, I search for marijuana. Policemen in the streets, searching for Cali weed. Policemen in the field, burning the Cali weed. But if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. We don't trouble your banana, we don't trouble your corn.
And the people them have to know say, I that same cane thing there, cause we come here and turn in a slave. Because the Europeans them was so addicted to sugar and rum, and them couldn't find a laborer in a Europe to plant that commodity. So them go in Africa and take out African people, turn them in a slave, and put them on cane piece to plant cane. Well, we know say sugar no one good thing, and we are talking about health-wise, you know. Sugar is a drug, just like cocaine, just like rum, just like cigarette. Sugar cause a lot of problems, hyperactive youth. Make the youth them get giddy head. So we no business about no sugar plantation right now, believe you me.
To burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields.
Yeah, the time is 20 minutes to the hour of 3 o'clock, and you are on the Steppn Razor, the art of war. You know, so I'm going to play one of my tune them, believe you me. You know why? Because I said this area where they're going to rev up the election campaigning this year. You're going to hear more about election that year, and you're going to hear more cussing going than last year. The two political parties are going to cuss one another, forget your vote them. So you are, we're going to play one of my tune them, you know, believe you me. Brian, never hear that tune yet? Brian never ever knows some Mutabaruka make music. Brian never ever knows some Mutabaruka make music, you know. All right. Brian, I tell you, so many things are going on in the country. They follow them politicians, you know. Tell your man, that whole heap of the people did last year. I think it's a lot better. Jamaica, we love. You're coming with the next election, I don't know why. Trying to catch the people with more lies. The whole country mess up, you don't have no eye. You're telling pure lie, you're telling pure lie, you're telling pure lie. Children gone to school, them really are trying. The books and uniform price them so high.
Know them deep on street, a wet and a dry. Them really a try, them really a try, them really a try. Too much how we youth them just a die. Parents can't feed them, the picnic a cry. Now them a swallow drugs and a fly. And you know why, you know why, you know why. Everybody afraid of police, that no lie. People not trust the police, them know why. Cause every time you dead, you hear pure lie. And you know why, you know why, you know why. The people need opportunity, that no lie. Too much corruption, a run we dry. And if them come with promise, tell them bye-bye. Cause mothers are cry, children are die. I want to know why. Everyone life affected, that no lie. If you want things done, you have to get applied. Now the suicide rate gone sky high. I want to know why, I want to know why, I want to know why. I know them will use this to tell you lies. Cause them love mix up artists but tell them not try. And if them use this song, you will know why. Cause the whole of them lie, the whole of them lie, the whole of them lie. No copy of this, no sell, I will know why. Cause when you talk, them yeah, them think you're high. But I don't care a damn, me nah look no blind. Cause me still say them lie, me still say them lie, me still say them lie. Me still say them lie, me still say them lie.
REFM, thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Just like the truth manifest itself, all man was made out of love. Forever be to your brother's truth. but that's the way that I make it. He gave the moon to brighten up the night. Oh, how the moonlight glows. He gave the stars, they twinkle in the sky. Oh, how we love the starlight so. How can I be unfaithful after all the things you have done? Cha-cha, I ain't gonna break my promise to cha-cha. I ain't gonna break my promise to him. No way. I ain't gonna break my promise to cha. I ain't gonna break my promise to him.
Why you up the Greenwich Farm man them, you know? Why you up all the man them down at Greenwich Farm who knows to them tune a big tune?
the savior of my what is over me. It was the Savior of my life. He opened my eyes and saved me. From gunmen standing over me with their guns and their bayonets. Me cry, oh, people are gonna feel it. Me shout, oh, me all are reveal it. Yeah, boy, boy, the Savior of my life really open so that I can see what is over me. It was the Savior of my life really open and saved me, oh Lord, from gunmen standing over me with their guns and their bayonets. Me cry, oh, people are gonna feel it. Me shout, oh, we all are revealed. Hey, boy, boy. Boy. Because the world is confused, they don't know what to do. Listen to me, what I say to you. The people is confused, they don't know who to choose. Even if they listen to the headline, yes, it's gunman standing over me with their guns and their babies. They cry, oh, people are gonna feel it. We shout, oh, we all are revealed. Hey, boy. sunshine all over the place. Don't be like the nights when it's dark, 'cause darling, you're the nearest to my heart. Why won't you dance, dance, dance this reggae music? Dance, dance, dance this reggae music. Your friends all say that you must dance with me, 'cause darling, come on and let it be. Don't stick around and just look at me. Dance, dance, dance this reggae music. Dance with me. Now, darling, come on and let it be. Don't stick around and just look at me. Why won't you dance, dance, dance this reggae music? Dance, dance, dance this reggae music. Now, child, put on your dancing shoes, 'cause darling, you're the one in the mood. Don't stick around. We got the loving at the dance. Watch this. When was the last time you hear a bass line drop and it make you feel like say you a go about? I thought the music so nice, you would have bust a gun.
You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Watch this. When was the last time you hear a bass line drop and it make you feel like say you a go about? I thought the music so nice, you would have bust a gunshot. But this let me now go bust if me no sing nothing slap. Oh gosh, the dance hall business set away. All who not turn snitch them run can't turn gain up, sell out them souls. Forget radio play beat attach must a turn in a engrave. Yo, we need a change right now. We need a change right now. The things set away right now. The things set away. We need to bring back the love again. We need to bring back the love again. You know, see the bigger ends. I try my shop is sitting, they know how we do no music. They make we use them listen. Any artist we try, them end up listen. You see that them get that early grave, but them end up a prison. See where them a do too much, you see where them a do too busy. That now go stop me none at all. No, them a fi kill me all. We don't reggae the world lost. Let me write a letter first class, tell them free world boss. And change right now. We need a change right now. The things set away right now. The things set away. We need to bring back the light. Great man, you see before him left the earth he make some great songs. And unto me, every word is like a great psalms, and every instrumental was like a weapon. So tell me what we are wait on. Come make we trample every beast and every pagan. Somebody pass me the light and some vegan. I make we burn them up, as the bass one play. Yeah. Whoa. As the bass one play. Yeah. Watch this. When was the last time you hear a bass line drop and it make you feel like say you a go about? I thought the music so nice, you would have bust a gunshot. But this let me now go bust if me no sing nothing slap. Oh gosh, the dance hall business set away. All who not turn snitch them run can't turn gain up, sell out them souls. Forget radio play beat attach must a turn in a engrave. Now we need a change right now. We need a change right now. The things that are way right now. The things that are way. We need to bring back the love again.
Words can say, I get a thrill.
the feeling I've been feeling when she comes, it grows. I guess it's just the feeling, but when she's around, I guess this feeling that can find some other girl, with some other girl, and when she calls her name, I don't know what it is, but if it's not the same, I don't know what I'm missing, but I know it's gone. I feel it from my head right up into my toes. It comes and goes, so baby, it's really scary, but I'm not being smart, I've had been there with her all the time. She say those feelings I feel in my heart. So hard to be right in my mind. It hurts me, it comes and goes. The feeling I've been feeling when she comes, it grows. I guess it's just the feeling, but when she's around, I guess this feeling that you find some other girl, with some other girl. It comes and goes, the feeling I've been feeling when she comes, it grows. I guess it's just the feeling, but when she...
Yeah, why you up all of me forever young brethren and sisters them who come West Street every Sunday. We can't left them out, you know. Believe you me, we can't left them out.
The feeling I've been feeling when she comes, it grows. I guess it's just the feeling when she comes. You got to go now. You got to go to Music Field.
Why you up John T and him wife, you know? Yes, John T and him wife, why you up? Believe you me.
Now we got to go. Don't ever be late. Get on board. Go now, Music Field. Get on board. Go now, Music Field. Get on to Music Field. Get to Music Field. Now we got to go to Music Street. Now we got to go to Music Street. Get on board, go music. Bum it out. Music. Now we got to go to Music Field. Now we got to go. Don't ever be late. Get on board. Go now, Music Field. Get on to Music Field. Oh, we gotta go now. We gotta go now. Up and down. Oh, the music. Oh, we gotta go now. We gotta go. Music lane. Tell them for me now.
Yeah, the late great
Music lane.
Rod Shirley. Them used to call him the priest of rocksteady reggae music. Yeah, His Highness.
On to Music John Jones. You sound welcome.
You are listening to Mutabaruka.
John Jones, you son of a gun. John Jones, you son of a gun. You take my woman She was too young to force his loving, and I was too young to know. She was too young. listening to Mutabaruka.
You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Some people have house party by way of IRFM in the day, yeah. I know nothing. Turn it up louder, man. Disturb your neighbor all the day. Yeah, why you look my brethren Johnny Black who just called me and say yes. You think I go on nice. Why you love Johnny Black? The man in the car radio station, you know, you understand? Sometimes the man in the car, you know, the things are going on for the person who is on the radio.
And if I make mistakes, it's my own heart that breaks. I've got to find my way of life, myself alone.
Why you love all of the man them want to play domino in the bright sonata? And I listen to Irie FM because them know say I hear to the party I go on.
No matter what he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I don't know what changes time may bring, but right now, today's the important thing. Together come with me, we welcome each day, with love to be your guiding light, to make it through. Tomorrow, I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his.
Cause you're stepping out. Do I worry? Cause you've got me in doubt. Though your kisses aren't right, and we're always in a fight. Do I stay home every night and read my magazine? Am I friend? Do I worry? Cause we've lost the spark. Is there panic? Do I worry? When it starts turning dark, and when evening shadows creep, do I lose any sleep over you? Do right, and we're always in a fight. Do I stay home every night and read my magazine? Am I frantic? Do I worry? 'Cause we've lost the spark. Is there panic? Do I worry? When it starts turning dark, and when evening shadows creep, do I lose any sleep over you? Do I worry? Do I worry? You can bet your life that I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do I worry?
So we have to big up the producer of this song, yeah? We have a wonderful time with him Monday night in the grill. Oh, and Yellow Bleed Scratch Perry and his wife, you know. Yellow Bleed Scratch Perry, me I tell you. Monday night it's sweet. Yes, Cuba, Yellow Cuba.
Party FM, Beer Rubber Dub, dating night 24/7.
Yes, Steppn Razor. Different vibes and the day, party vibes. As well as one, you know, all the one the most stay with me over the 2 years we Steppn Razor upon the radar, yeah? Yes, and you remember said this year is the 25th anniversary of IRFM. Don't know what them have in the store, but I don't know them want to take it out of the store and give me it. Here we go.
Always smoking. Lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
glass bucket, a cara, sombrero, the wheel, Silver Slipper.
How much?
Chocomolan. I know so the elder them know what me I talk about. I don't have to explain.
Wouldn't have made me cry.
Hush, darling, you should know I love you. 'Cause my heart, dear, is throbbing like honey.
got 6 quarts of rum. Saying that they waiting for the night to come. But last time I heard them say that this man was dead.
Thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. When you feel the beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands.
Sinatra, you know. Yeah, not the Frank Sinatra from over there, so. Frank Sinatra from the Mountain View area. The man said, boy, he might get some serious cut, but he love the cut them. Yes, and some of those say Jamaican massive stick and solid stick. The man said, love the cut them ever again. All right, sir.
I've got to go back home. This wouldn't be my home. What can I do? What can I do? Imagine how many pride you've broke. Imagine how many hearts you've stole. Everyone in town knows about you. Happy-go-lucky girl. The life you lead isn't too good. Hard-headed girl. I have tried my best to change you. Oh, how much I'd love to control you. Happy-go-lucky girl. Happy-go-lucky Imagine how many pride you've broke. Imagine how many hearts you've stole. Everyone in town knows about you. Happy-go-lucky girl. The life you lead isn't too good. So the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. So long I've been waiting, waiting for you. Oh yeah. Now the time has come when it's between me and you. Oh Lord. I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now, 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 now. I said the train is coming, baby. And I am leaving on the train, Lord. I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. Every day I pray for this little hour. Now the time has come, and I want you to stand by me. Because the train is coming, baby, and we are leaving on the train, and we will roam this land where we all will be free. Lord, I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. I said the train is coming, baby. I said the train is coming now. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. No need to hurry. No slipping, no sliding, no bumping, no boring. I want me right into town. If you fall from the race, it's no disgrace. Just pick yourself from off the ground. Take your time, take your time, take your time. No need to hurry. No, no, no. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. No need to hurry. For the road is rough. And don't you ever get stuck.
Yeah, inside of the Steppn Razor, the art of war, different vibes of the day, yeah? First day of the year, musically speaking. You know, so next week we're back to normal programming. Disturb up the whole day, child. Next week we're back to normal programming.
No need.
Enjoy yourself now, you know. Believe you, be enjoy yourself.
Take your time, take your time, take your time. No need to worry. No slipping, no sliding, no bumping.
Oh, I yell up all the politicians them who knows that them are not thief.
If you fall from the race, it's no disgrace. Just pick yourself from off the ground. And take your time, take your time, take your time. No need. Oh, oh, Steppn. Oh, oh, Steppn. At Ocean 11. And now rude boys are go real. Force them out of jail. Rude boys cannot feel. Force them must get bail. Oh, 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 oh. Them a loot, them a shoot, them a wheel. Shanty town. Them a loot, them a shoot, them a wheel. Shanty town. Rude by the population. Shanty town. Rude by a bomb of the town. Shanty town. Oh, oh, Steppn. Oh, oh, Steppn. Ocean 11. And now rude boys are go real. Cause them out of jail. Rude boys can.
You know, so we have me hungry and Calabash restaurant. We give thanks right through the year. Me hungry provide we in the Wednesday night there. And Calabash provide we in the day. That we not go on hungry and starve and go like so we can't do the program down here. So give thanks for Iowa, give thanks for Iowa for just contribute food. I know say very important that when you do all them program now you talk too much and just sit down inside that you have some food. I say true on them the junk them like with Brian go out there on them and then him can't go outside for all 3 days. We are glad we have good brethren who know say it is good to provide us with these lumptious dishes that we don't get constipated. Give thanks. So, last one at a time, yeah, so now. Last one at a time, yeah. We are going to deal with this tune, yeah. This tune was requested by one of our favorite listeners and also assist you to carry busload of people come to our street for Sunday. Here you go. train is coming, baby. I Ken Booth sing the tune. Whosoever they want to know. Ken Booth.
Thought-provoking, always smoking. Lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Tired of taking the blame, might as well play the game. Sometimes love can be so unfair. I'm longing to see you. I wanna know how you've been doing over yonder, girl. I'm gonna catch this flight, and when I reach my destination, I hope you'll be smiling, longing to see me. Thought you'd drop me a line just to say hello, my dear. I'm doing fine. Oh, girl. See, it doesn't matter anyway now, because my love for you will never, ever change. keep thinking of your promise that you'd left me, come what may. And we'd always be together. And
yeah, the time is 4:49. And you know, so this is a holiday.
4:29.
49, you say? 4:29. Give thanks, man. And then this is a holiday where people are supposed to sit down at them yard and revisit them thinking, revisit what going on last year with them, and see how they're going to make things better for them this year. I wonder what people do that. You just have to go and do the same thing the same way and expect to get a different result. We need to change some of our behaviors and our attitudes towards life. Yes. Busters out of Montego Bay. Montego Bay, biggest stars. Believe you me, from them time there. Now we're going to play a man here now. We have a classic Jamaican song. And we get to meet this man here down West Street. And the man is 80 years old. Now I tell him all the while, you know. So if I are 80 at year old and go on like him, you know, say they get a beaten because the man here 80 at year old and the man move like Brian. Believe you me. Well, I should even use Brian as an example because Brian move like a little 70-year-old man. But but me I tell you, say, Lascelles Perkins, anybody where know Lascelles Perkins, tell Lascelles Perkins, say, Mutabaruka say, your energy me want when me reach a 82-year-old because, trust me, man, if you ever see that little old man that dance, it put some young boy at shame. So we're going to play this classic song by Lascelles Perkins. You know, it's a long time artist from all over the place. And yes, Lascelles Perkins, one of the unsung heroes of Jamaican music, especially ballads. Here goes.
ring upon your finger will forever linger in my memory. The winds roll away, you'll be sweet as yesterday when the mighty organ played.
Yeah, the man called Lascelles Perkins with him big hit.
Miss me.
of light were heavy. Remember when the sun shone bright. Together we have been through gloomy times, misty times. Now, together we must pledge with all our might that no matter what happens, regardless how the winds may blow, we will go on. Together we keep going till eternity itself starts showing.
Listening to Mutabaruka. Gypsy, you turn on my love light. Whatever you want now, tonight is the night. Gypsy, you know that you got me the way that you want me. Love me tonight. See through me with arms that surrounds me. You got me tonight. Gypsy, I'm under your spell now, and you know me well, girl. So love me tonight. 'Cause I want your love so badly. Yes, I do, girl. You know I do. And I want to hold you close to me. You're my world, my gypsy girl. And I want your love so badly. Yes, I do, girl. You know I do. And I want to hold. Yeah, man, reggae night. You live on the love. So turn on the light, make it shine bright. And listen to this. Jam it. Reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light. Oh, any ring just call. Got to get my things. Got to catch this ride. Gotta look my best, 'cause I know they'll be my shit up tonight. Oh, reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light. Oh, we'll find it happens only once a year. So don't miss out on this session here. Oh. There'll be people coming from the north and south and east and west. So you better look your best, man. Now lightning strikes at 8, so you better not be late for this rubber ducking, rocking, jamming, fun, fun, love. Reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Oh, reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light. We'll find it happens only once a year. So here and back down. This is no function, sure ain't no soft stop. See, we come to turn the world around. We're constructive, we're not destructive. No, you get this one, it's not this mission. So you can watch, don't you try to catch it. It's on here like a rocket, right in the bucket.
Killer in the building, checking out
the number one station.
Yes, we're there with you. Continue the journey musically. Here goes.
It's electric. electric. You can't resist it. It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. You can't do without it. It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Taking a miss somebody, she's a taking a feeling, Charlie, he's a moving along with it. Don't wanna lose it. It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. But you can't use it. It's electric.
Yeah, the versatility of the Jamaican artist, man. Any genre of music. Any genre of music. Versatile. Carl Douglas, man, I tell you, come like I'm going one hit him up, you know, from them time there. You can keep a serve him though, yes. You can serve him. Carl Douglas. A sister who make it big in the movie industry, and she have one hit single. I will go and play the one hit single. Jamaican sister who make it big in Hollywood. Yes. Yes, may I tell you, everybody, a whole lot of people bank them life and winning, instead of achieving, working, a whole lot of people bank them life and winnings. Okay, them say, and this is a serious statement, them say, black people buy what them want and beg what them need. Black people buy what them want and beg what them need. Okay, so here we go now. Changing up the vibes of the whole thing, until we're ready to come out for the radio. And so we're going to do it,
away. One day the bottom must drop out. Live, 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 live. Never gonna feed the roof till the rain starts to fall. Never gonna reach that water until the rain.
Come along, yeah, and dig my song. Too much wagonness, too much antagonist. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yes. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yeah. Too much informers, too much still bearers. Too much informers, too much still bearers. Time to separate the sheep from the wolves. We're at the crossroads, and this is the time of decision. Too much informers, too much still bearers. Too much informers, too much still bearers. Yeah. Watch and keep. It's time the wolves them leave the sheep. Too much watch and keep. It's time the wolves them leave the sheep. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Farmers, too much still bearers. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yeah, too much watch and feed. It's time the wolves them leave the sheep. Too much watch and feed. Wolves them leave the sheep. Lion,
Gotta be there.
like many guys that you tease the shit out of you. You leave in my heart, I knew I was in love with you. So caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. You'll never ever go away. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Whoa, well, caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. You'll never ever go away. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Oh, well, a man in my position ain't afford to look ridiculous. No, you insult my intelligence.
Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. I'll speak a little louder, I'll even shout. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. Oh, I wanna be with you everywhere. Oh, I wanna be with you Something's happening to me. My friends say I'm acting peculiarly. Come on, baby, we better make a start. Better make it soon before you break my heart. Oh, I wanna be with you everywhere. Oh, I wanna be with you Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. Come on, baby, we better make a start. You better make it soon before you break my heart. Oh,
Chendevis comes alive. It's all about us. January 1st, 2015. Andres Club, Mount Lebanon. Iron Zion present the annual party call. It's all about us. Featuring Clarke.Food, Taurus Riley, Steve T, Steppn. Hey, Glamour, Real Steel, Al Capone. I am a teacher with Jamaican. The bamboo, someone know wait until you hold him. You don't care who it was. Wait until you hold him. The people them rebuke him. But wait until you hold him. You don't care who. But wait until you hold him. And they fight.
I don't believe in doing wrong. I'm a kid on Tell me why do they always try to put me down?
want to give thanks for the time, give thanks to the energy. As I said, the first program for the year. Next week, we're back to normal channeling. So you're better now. Keep safe. Can't emphasize that enough. You have someone that drive on the road and if he says the next man will crash and him can't crash. Like say, him at the car. We really want the people them to there with me, to listen with me, and continue the journey, in the conscience and the consciousness of the people. Next week Wednesday we'll be here, cutting edge from 10 to 2. We'll come forward from 2 to 5:45 with the Steppn razor, the art of war. So I tune out, you know. I give thanks to Brian for sitting here with me, not doing nothing. What? Brian just sitting here and doing nothing, and he might get paid for doing it today. You can't believe that. When I grew up, I want to be like Brian, man. Believe you me. When I grew up, I want to be like Brian. Just come sit down and do nothing and get paid for it.
Dally down the street, all dressed in white. What a sight. All you wanna do is to boast and fight. But that's not right. But I'm a man of ability, so is there. And all my girls have integrity. Oh yeah. Move on, Kinaki. If it's not you want to tax me, you must think you can corral me. Cause you know for me to see. You got the face like a beautiful angel. But in your heart you're like Jezebel. What a waste. Oh woman, why you're so talawa? You always chatting with the whole heap of followers. Oh yeah. Move on, Kinaki. If it's tax you want to tax me, you must think you can corral me. Cause you know feel me to see. All you wanna do is to boast and fight. But that's not right. Oh yeah. But I'm a man of ability, so it's there. And all my girls have integrity. Oh yeah. Move on, Kinaki. If it's tax you want to tax me, you must think you can corral me. Cause you know feel me to see. You got the face like a beautiful angel.
you suffered and felt the pain. Year after year, Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Set me free from Babylon, slavery and misery. We are all of one religion, 'cause I'm a true born Rastaman. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Oh yeah, Rastafari. Set me free from Babylon, slavery and misery. We are all of one religion, 'cause I'm a true born Rastaman. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. They took us away from Africa and brought us down here in Jamaica to work on the big plantation. All we see was frustration. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Jehovah Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie. Oh yeah, Rastafari. Oh yeah. His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile
Selassie is the champion. Power of the Trinity. Build your mind on this serve the living God and living God, living God and take your troubles to Selassie. Is the only King of Kings. He's the King of Kings. King of Kings is conquering Lion of triumphantly we all must sing. All must sing.
The time is 5:46, news time.
Live at 5:45.
Live at 5:45.
Comprehensive coverage of the news, sports and entertainment of the day on IRI FM, the leader in radio in Jamaica. Up to the minute, accurate and non-aligned news package plus weather, special features and entertainment.
This is news from IRI FM, Jamaica's non-aligned news voice.
Good afternoon. I am Primrose Oliver with the latest from the RFM newsroom. The East Kingston police have charged one man in relation to a triple murder which took place in Rockford, Kingston in October last year. Charged with murder is 32-year-old Roger Lee Campbell, otherwise called a Duppy. Campbell was listed among several persons who were wanted by the Kingston police last year in relation to a number of shootings and killings. Police say he was charged yesterday after a series of questioning. Campbell is charged for the October 2014 murders of 32-year-old Loxley Brown, 31-year-old Terence Dixon, otherwise called Fidel, both of Harbour Road, and 23-year-old Abayuni Strawn, otherwise called Abba, of Norman Terrace, all of Kingston 2. The murders took place on St. John's Road in Rockford, Kingston. The police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the killing of two men in separate incidents in St. Thomas and St. James today. In the first incident, 40-year-old Leroy Leng of Ginger District in St. Thomas was gunned down minutes before 2 o'clock in Linda Hall this morning. Police say Mr. Leng was among a group of people outside a house in Linda Hall, St. Thomas, about 1:40 a.m. when armed assailants approached and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. In the second incident, a man was shot and killed by gunmen in the Gutters community of Granville in St. James this afternoon. The police say the incident occurred sometime around 12:22 p.m. Investigation into both incidents continue. The nation's leaders are encouraging Jamaicans to embrace change for 2015 and have offered suggestions on overcoming challenges. In his New Year's message, Governor General Sir Patrick Allen says new and good things will happen for Jamaicans when they stand up for what is right, throw off the shacks of mediocrity, and work for the benefit of all. Sir Patrick says Jamaicans dream of a bright future and should start this year reflecting on where they are in relation to the dream, knowing that they must persevere beyond failure and achieve their objective.
Let us begin writing the first chapter of our life in 2050 using a different language of hope, faith, forgiveness and love, and be the change we want to see in Jamaica. In this new year, we can find new strength and new thinking when we accept our responsibility to break the old habits and actions which pull us down. This kind of change takes courage, as it can be unsettling, but we, our families and our country will be the better for it.
Governor General Sir Patrick Allen. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller says Jamaicans will be required to hold strain for yet another year. In her New Year's message, the Prime Minister says if Jamaica is to accomplish economic growth, job creation and national development, then it must stay its present course.
In this new year, I give the commitment that our government will continue to be faithful to the prudent and transparent management of the affairs of Jamaica. We will continue our economic reform program with a focus on creating a more robust environment for business expansion, job creation, and high levels of economic growth. With the recovery in agriculture and low fuel prices, growth is projected at around 2.1% for the financial year 2015-2016.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and opposition leader Andrew Holness has called on Jamaicans to use their power as a democratic people to invoke change in how government manages the country's affairs.
Each and every Jamaican has a duty to hold their government to account for the proper running of the country's affairs. In a democracy, power flows from the people, and if the people decide not to participate, then governments can act in ways that are not in the people's interest without fear of consequences. consequence. I encourage all Jamaicans to let your voice be heard. Whether you are articulate or inarticulate, you have the power to change how the country is run.
Opposition leader Andrew Holness. Jamaica now chairs the International Network for Bamboo and Rattan Inbar. The appointment was made by the Inbar Council at a recent meeting held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Chairman of the Bureau of Standards Jamaica, BSJ, Professor Winston Davidson, says the position must be taken seriously as the appointment signifies the Council's confidence in the country's institution to always be standards-driven. Professor Davidson says the leadership of 40 sovereign governments that are members of the Intergovernmental Organization is an achievement. He says this will enable Jamaica to develop its own bamboo industry, as Inbar has demonstrated how the industry can protect the environment while providing an income for people. He says Jamaica will be seeking to manage bamboo plantations as a contribution to arresting climate change.
Jamaica will be seeking to manage bamboo plantations as our contribution to arresting climate change. So therefore, the bamboo industry is part of the official strategic imperative that countries like ours can use for mitigating climate change. The renewable nature of these new bamboo plantations, along with 47,000 hectares of common bamboo, will adequately provide sustainability in our poverty alleviation strategy and our development agenda.
Chairman of the Bureau of Standards Jamaica, Professor Winston Davison. We now revisit this week's edition of Your Views, where RFM asked some Jamaicans what's number one on your to-do list for 2015. Here are the responses.
Right now, I live and hope for the best. I really have nothing to accomplish as yet. I don't know, further down the year probably, but right now, I try live out 2014.
Some more money, some wealth I do have really well now, so I would like somewhere I can live a better life.
Well, I would like to accomplish for 2015 better life, stay focused and stuff like that, and aim for your goal and stay positive.
Accomplish a house. I would like to own a house, but at this time need some more money and lots of help and things. So that I working towards right now.
I sure would like to lose some weight. Everything is getting too tight for me. Sometimes when you go in the stores and you see some really sexy dresses and stuff, and they might not have my size. So yes, that's my goal for 2015.
I'd like to get married. I would like to see a prosperous life for each and everyone in Jamaica. I'd like to see the government do some things to make poor people more happier, healthier, and more financially stabilized. Myself, well, I need to do more and put out the best. That's how I can improve.
For 2015, I want to see Jamaican people take more personal responsibility for what they do and the actions based on what they do.
Finishing this semester at UE on a high note, getting a good GPA, and looking forward to graduation coming November.
I would like a job still and somewhere to live for 2015.
I like to accomplish my dreams, football. Next year, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, definitely, like you say, a new government, I think, you have one reigning for too long, one party. So I believe that, the people should give our politicians a chance to see what each and every different one can do, because with one consistent, set, it doesn't really make much sense in the competition. So basically, the economy kind of go backward. So we just really like it's not changing, because we're not going to really know until we see what somebody else can do.
The only thing that I would like to see is less crime and more work for the people.
Getting a job, that's all.
Another car, more youth.
A baby.
I'm new, a better life, more finance, and the violence and crime to stop.
Going to a house. Started already. I want to get it finished.
We can't get a stove, for real.
Violence and crime to stop.
Going to a house. Started already. Get it finished.
We can't get a stove. For real. We don't want a stove.
Two major things that I would like to accomplish in 2015 is that I will do extraordinary things for God and to launch out into my own business.
I don't want to fail. I want to complete my 4 years. I don't have to repeat any year or any course. For 2015, I'll be going to church more often and then become a Christian.
Give my life to the Lord.
In 2015 is to just hurry up and finish school and give my mother everything that she needs.
We want to accomplish. And it's super lot, you know. It's super lot. So big up me and my family. So me I say, and me I tell her, yeah, me are the first lotto winner who come over the radar. The whole of Jamaica, more you me I tell like, no, me are the first winner for 2015. Remember that.
And to end this newscast, here are the main points. Police charge man in relation to October triple murder in Rockford, Kingston. Jamaica records 2 murders on the first day of the year. And nation's leaders encouraging Jamaicans to embrace change for 2015. That's news. News next at 6:45 tomorrow morning. Happy New Year. From the RFM Newsroom, I am Primrose Oliver.
That was news from IRIE FM, Jamaica's non-aligned news voice.